It's getting crowded in Chicago, so crowded that a couple of developers say the only way to go is up, way up. They want to build the two biggest skyscrapers in all of the United States. Not good news to some downtown residents who don't like the way they look and don't like the type of attention they could attract. So is bigger better in the new normal? Steve Brown reports. You decide.
In Chicago, the city that works, there's always a new building going up. And these days, tall and thin is in.
In a dense urban area, building tall and sometimes building thin and elegant makes a lot of sense.
Because the taller a building is, the more homes, offices, and people you can put in it. But the latest proposed projects for Chicago are giving some high anxiety. Two different developers each want to build a tower reaching 2,000 feet high, the highest level allowed by the FAA, or roughly 30 stories taller than the Sears Tower. And they want to build them just blocks apart, altering Chicago's famed skyline in a big way.
When we looked at renderings with both towers in them, it does look like goalposts.
Two sore thumbs sticking up out of the city just because of the fact that the two of them don't seem to fit in that area.
Chicago leaders have not climbed on board with either project yet, although they like the idea of taller skyscrapers.
We like tall, slender buildings because they cast less of a shadow on the downtown area.
On top of scenic concerns, city dwellers question whether Chicago could handle more people in an area some already call overcrowded.
Where is the breaking point where you have a great neighborhood that is developing and then you build so much and it's so congested that it's no longer desirable?
And there is the underlying concern of terrorism, high-rise safety, and what ultra-high high-rises might attract. Chicago's highest authority, Mayor Richard Daley, has consistently had a bigger is better attitude toward skyscrapers. And if super tall is the next big thing in buildings, does Chicago really want to stand out this much? Steve Brown, Fox News.
And on this day in the year 1941, President Roosevelt welcomed Winston Churchill to Washington. With the United States then fully involved in the war in Europe and the Pacific, it was key for the two allies to present a united front. Among the lasting outcomes of the meeting, a confederation of 26 countries, United Nations, if you will, that would concentrate their resources to rid the world of fascism. Or meeting 64 years ago today. If you're just tuning in for The Factor, here's some of what you missed on America's Newscast tonight. It's all over now. New York City's Transit Workers Union heading back to work after an illegal 3-day strike. Most buses and subways are expected to be open for tomorrow morning's rush. Congress agreeing to extend the USA Patriot Act for 5 weeks. President Bush wanted a 4-year extension. Parts of the anti-terror law were set to expire at the end of this year. And Congress also approving $29 billion in hurricane relief. It's part of a defense bill that passed earlier today. And now you know.